All right, my name's Dakota. I'm the web admin for Northern Knives. We're going to be reviewing a few knives this evening and talking about a few things going on in the knife community. We have a new face this evening who should be a returning face. We have...
Hey everybody, I'm Allister. I'm new to Alaska. I'm coming from Benchmade in Oregon, and I'm very excited to be here.
He's going to be the new Northern Knives shop manager.
All right.
Yay.
Who are you?
I'm Mike. I'm with 3DK and NK. And if you don't know what those stand for, then why the fuck are you watching this?
Wrong place.
Standard mic intro now.
I'm Lori. I'm with Northern Knives also, and 3DK and Avenue Cigars, which you always forget to say, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I forgot to say that. So I catch you up.
Chad, I'm with Fifth Avenue Cigars. I am the manager over there. And let's talk about this
He's a
knives.
resident cigar expert.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
our tobacconist.
Yeah, you keep saying that, but I don't think you know what that means.
Mini, I don't know why I thought it was an auto.
Mini
Vallation.
Are we unboxing it?
We already did.
Well,
box.
You missed it.
we cut the tag because
Okay.
we're impatient
Just
cocksuckers
leave it
like we
that,
always are.
And we'll... so what are we here talking about?
Hold on, everybody. Let me kill the momentum real quick. Okay, anyway, now.
We're talking about the 427 Mini Vallation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, I like this kick up, which is generally I always considered this an Elishewitz kind of trademark. Elishewitz does this on a lot of his blades. You see it in a lot of Hogue stuff that he designs. I like that kick up. You don't see it very often.
It's almost like a spear point.
I think it was an excellent design choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you brought up earlier the AFO,
Yes.
and you think the AFO doesn't get its due.
Yes.
I think this is a better knife than the AFO.
On the info code. Sure. I
Only
mean,
because it's less restricted, because
Yeah,
it's not auto.
you're right.
I think the strength is there.
Mm-hmm.
I think the steel choice
Deep
is
carry.
what the same.
Better.
But it's better. Yeah.
AFO is 154
It is
cm.
Yeah.
So this is I think this is a better steel. I think construction
Yeah.
quality is there. I think everything's there. It's
Do you like that
Ooh,
glass
shit.
breaker versus the skull crusher on the back?
I really like the skull crusher.
Yeah.
I really like the skull crusher.
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of effort.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's true. That's a good point. It is
I
just
mean,
a matter of fact.
you really want to crush a skull. You don't have to do it this way. You can really do it this
Yeah.
way.
I just lock it up and just sort of close
Any way
it.
you want.
and-
Skulls are getting crushed.
Yeah. But I like that kick up. I like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
hitch point. Is that what they call that? Hitch top, hitch point?
It's a harpoon.
Harpoon. There we go.
Harpoon.
I called it a spear point, but I guess I was wrong.
Eh,
Potato, potato.
yeah, it's knives.
Potato.
You can call it whatever you want. And if you just have an air of knowing about you, nobody's really gonna
Just
question
remember,
it.
you're wrong.
I'm a pompous asshole. I'm always right.
Exactly. That's what you're always right.
But I gotta say, I'm not often a fan of the mini over the full size.
I like
I'm a
that.
fan of this mini over that full size.
And I kind of agree with you. I think I am too. The full size is just a chunk. You know?
It is. Well, it's an AFO.
I like the full size AFO, but this for some
The
reason
AFO's wider than that though.
it is. I don't know what it is about this that just puts me off.
What does Dakota call it?
It's kind of a issue closing it compared to this one. I mean,
Okay.
that's a hassle versus
We'll,
this.
we'll use my
Oh yeah, I see that.
Isn't my catchphrase at
It
this
is,
point
yeah.
tactility?
No, your catchphrase at this point is I don't really like the turret because.
Fucking A. No. So the one thing that I think is putting me off is they have this thumb rest here, which you have to unnaturally extend your hand to use.
It depends on how you're using the knife. That's not unnatural for a
Yeah.
lot of the things you're going to be doing.
Look at my hand.
It's a
Look
hand.
at this knife.
Same size as my hand, to be fair.
I work a keyboard.
At least you guys have hands. I'm stuck with paws. I don't know what you want from me.
You got fucking bear claws.
I look like I've been digging in the dirt.
Wait, didn't you compete in Honey Bear?
Yeah, but I lost it to the digging in the dirt contest.
But I mean, if you got this, the size helps you choke up a little bit more on it. At least in my hand.
Okay.
27, I think, is definitely a more manageable size for most people.
But we have we ran into this a lot when we were R&D in the knives that we make. Is we have a regular. He's a monster of a guy. I mean, right?
Yeah.
And
Is he sad?
No.
no, he's not sad.
Okay.
And so every time we did a prototype, we would always bring it to him because he has these these
Paws.
monstrous fucking hands. Taking him, what do you think of this? And he goes, well, it kind of hot spots here, or it's tight right here. And so we would extend and change the design and we would do that until we got no complaints. And then we would build prototypes. Then we would go out and beat the shit out of them for a year or two, and then we would actually start making them because we want to solve all the problems first. It seems like they did the same thing here that we did, and then they decided not everybody has those meaty paws. Why don't we make a more pocket-friendly version?
What they did is they took the CAD file and they just sort of shrunk it down to those perfect size.
Here's the
they made it.
Ultratech and here's the UTX 85.
Well, I mean, to be
I
fair,
like it. I really
the computer
do.
does all the work.
Yeah, you know,
Just a couple
the computer
buttons.
does all the.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is
Push a
something
couple
Benchmade's done quite a bit in the past as well, too, right? Look at the Crooked River.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
They make
yeah.
full circle-
You mean the
which I
hardtail?
love.
The hardtail?
Oh, yeah.
The hardtail?
What a
Yeah, the
classic.
hardtail.
Yeah.
What a classic. Gotta love those Harley Davidsons.
Why don't they use D2 more stuff? Is it because people don't take care of it
I
as much?
think. Well, you were warranty.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people expecting you to warranty
Oh,
rust?
yes. Oh, yeah.
I would think that's why.
So
That's our only problem with we use K110,
Yeah.
which is a little bit more rust resistant than D2 because it's cleaner.
Apparently M390 rust too.
Yeah.
yeah, if you're like leaving a ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
we
are you
we,
doing?
we have a
Not
rusted
my
M390. We have a rusted M390 Mac in the shop,
Sure.
and
What?
yes,
This is not
This is-
we
my
have
fault.
not been able to figure out how the fuck that was possible.
Wait.
Doug.
Here's
It's almost like you stored it in a fucking bucket of piss for a year.
you gotta really do some.
he worked road maintenance.
He didn't use it on road
So- He didn't get-
No, he had it on him.
No,
No, it's in his safe.
It was a collector. It was in his safe.
Salt is the only thing that would do that.
I don't
Rust
know.
it?
I don't know.
He'd sit there
well,
at that
you
home
wait,
and he'd
in-
be
in all-
rubbing
in
on
all-
his
in all-
body and
In all fairness, it is very minute little pockets, and you give it to us. We can take it in the shop, and it would look like it never happened in 5 minutes or so.
Well, it's got that apocalyptic, like dark finish. Though.
Yeah, actually, we did the
Acid wash.
we did the acid wash finish on
So
it.
it had a more porous
It
surface.
did.
Which is not something we normally offer.
Well, because it also had a
It-
custom carbon fiber handle, and so what we were doing is matching the blade to the handle.
With that,
That
yeah,
even
the
was?
cross
which after that
file
you're
work.
matching it to his car.
No, he bought the car after. No, we did that. Dawn did the cross filing because I don't think they make textured carbon fiber. So Dawn filed it one way and then Checker filed it the other way, so it looked like it had the peel ply fine
Yeah.
texture. It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
nice.
Then we did eventually order some of that, carbon fiber that way, but what it does is it plays havoc with our countersinks and our flare tools that we use to flare the titanium to help hold the handles on, and it ends up making everything oblong and weird, and we had to scrap 15 carbon fiber handled Macs because the carbon fiber just ruined the flare tool.
Which
And we
is
had
a
to
lot of
we had to
money.
scrap every flare tool in the shop that we used for all the other knives, and we had to completely start over. And even then, we were only able, out of the 15, we were only able to salvage 2 of them.
Well, back to the Vallation.
Okay.
Great knife. I like it.
And I mean, if you look at it visually here, it's only about an inch smaller, but it feels completely different.
I
Maybe
would
an inch and a half.
I would not consider carrying the Vallation on a daily basis. I would consider keeping it like in my truck as a hard use. I would consider carrying this.
Well, it's like the new Presidio 2 versus the
Yeah.
mini Presidio 2. Like,
Yeah.
I like the Presidio 2 in the mini version, but the full size is
Yeah.
just too big. It's bigger than its last version.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree right there. I love the Presidio 2. the full
Well, I
size.
mean, have you ever
Oh.
like worn women's jeans? The
Well,
front
that's
pocket?
a good one. I have not. I have
When you
carried that
do, let
Presidio
me know how
2.
that front pocket works
I
out
can
for
keep
you.
it and all sorts of stuff. But you're right there. You're not wrong there.
We
No.
have
There's
a
something with the mini though that just doesn't have the same.
we,
This is
we have a
true.
we have a friend down the street who owns one of the highest rated mechanic shops
Yeah.
in the city, and he every day carries a Presidio 2.
Yeah.
And he got a first production, and he has already. I mean, you should see the thing. It is just worn to a
That's what I love
nub
to
at the
see,
back
though. That's what I
end,
love to see.
and he
Yeah.
uses the shit out of
Yes.
it. And we could, and you know, he's a good friend of ours, so like, and we
You'll
do a
see
lot
him
of
here.
yeah, you'll see him. We do a lot of trading with him, so he can literally come into the shop, pick anything he wants, and just walk out. and we use it as we
love it.
just trade back and
Love
forth.
it.
Anything he wants.
Yeah.
And he picked that Presidio too, and it took us almost a year to get him to just pick something else. We eventually told him, like, dude, we owe you too much. You have to pick something else. And he came in and picked a bailout.
Nice. Very nice.
But he still refuses to put down that Presidio.
He has the new that limited edition fact that they came out with.
Yeah.
Oh, no way. The
Is
silver
it-
twill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Loves
yeah,
it.
shot show. Yeah,
He came in to pick one up, and we sold them all that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, we already sold them all. And he's like, what?
I don't like the fact that the knife is really cool.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, just kidding. We set one aside. He's like, oh, so excited.
Well, here's a big deal here, is that, I mean, even me, I don't have the best of belts, and I have the stereotypical family lack of ass. And my belts just kind of fall down. I got frog legs.
Lack of ass.
So, well, I need to do more squats. So, the thing is that I don't like to carry a knife that weighs me down, because slowly but surely it will drag my belt all the way
Off
down
your
to my
non-ass.
knees,
Gotcha.
off my non-ass. And that's one of the reasons why I don't carry that Browning too frequently, unless it's something kind of hairy where I want something
What
like
Browning?
that.
Pistol.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's because it weighs 3 times as much as that 38, and that 38 still pulls my pants all the way down.
Plus, my Glock 19 weighs more than my 30S.
But-
I think fully loaded.
The point here is that this seems like it'd be a better EDC because it's not going to be felt as much. This is a wallet.
Your pants are still going to fall down.
But this is, the difference
This
I'm
is a
thinking
fucking
is,
brick.
That's,
Well-
that's like a flak jacket.
well, here's
Yeah.
exactly what he's saying. I'm thinking this is duty, this is EDC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, why would you go anywhere else with that?
Yeah.
It
That's,
says tactical and everyday.
see, there you go,
On the
every
box.
Oh my
day.
God.
They
Benchmade
put it
already
on the
figured
box.
it out.
Well, I mean, they're not putting it out
They
because they're
put the
guessing.
two logos on it. There you
But if you're
go.
like storming buildings with like SWAT team, or
If you're a
like,
door kicker,
this is what you want.
If you're a door
This is what
kicker, you want this.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're
No,
cutting
no.
open boxes, you kind of want
This is
that.
what you want.
You know who we should give one to test?
Mark Cameron.
His son, his SWAT.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. Mark
Dan.
Cameron's son. We should probably not give out real last names.
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not his last
Cameron.
No, I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I was trying to stop you, but
Yeah.
Mark
I
Cameron's
don't know
son.
how to actually properly pronounce his
Oh,
last
okay.
name, so I don't actually say his last name.
But Mark Cameron's son is, I
SWAT.
think, yeah, it was as of 2 months ago. He was promoted to SWAT. Why don't we give him one of these, and then we can say, hey, give us some a report back with usage.
Do you want to give him one of the big ones or the small ones?
I think one of the big ones. He's fucking
Yeah.
SWAT. Go hard.
Yeah.
Severance.
Shit. Well, it's
that
like
would be
when we
some
did
good
the
shit.
when we did the boost. Remember we did the rescue boost thing.
And he would fucking
you
use
said
it.
to
Give
your
him
And
buddy.
I mentioned
handkerchiefs.
that, and I gave it to my buddy who's
Pulling hose in Arizona.
Yeah, the guy who's pulling hose in Arizona. He's Phoenix Fire, and so I sent it to him, and he sent me feedback back in like a week and a half, and what he said was what he really liked about it is sometimes he's got to wear like latex gloves, and sometimes he's doing work he can't see, and he's got to reach up, and he's got to find the end of that blade. But if you poke a hole in the latex glove, you now have to change out that latex glove. But with that, with that boost, it's flat,
Yeah.
so he can reach up and he can find the tip of his knife without having to change out his glove, and he can do work. And he also talked about the size of the handle and how good. And he goes, with my gloves on, it's there, it's perfect. I got a great purchase, and he had a lot of good things to say about it.
We should get him on.
Well, what are we gonna Skype him? We're gonna have a little window up here where he's
Yeah,
up here
guys,
talking
hey.
about it. I don't think he.
We could do
We
like
have a puppet.
Fox during the Iraqi War, or CNN during the Iraqi War, where you talk. Okay, John. Yeah,
Hey
I got
Bob,
that. Yeah.
I'm here on scene.
And then they talk over each other, and there's like a 30-second to a minute delay. Yeah.
I like the puppet idea better.
Thanks.
Well,
But
I mean, you can just.
that boost went over. That boost went over, and I actually I gave him the choice. I asked him do you want the boost or do you want the Outlast, which they both kind of seem to be aimed at the same similar market. And he picked the boost, and I sent it down, and he liked it. He really did. I've gotten.
Pick the boost.
Me too. I really thought he picked the Outlast.
Yeah.
Very
Dallas is
specific
a
market.
bigger knife. And it
It's
has so much more, like, oh, which blade do I want to use?
bigger, but
Do I
it's
use
more
this?
versatile, right?
For sure.
You have everything that the boost offers in the Outlast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like guys who carry knife or like a Leatherman. Like, yeah, you can do a
Yeah.
lot
Well-
more with Leatherman, but you have to pick what you want to use on the Leatherman.
Yeah,
He's also coming from a manual triage, which is a thin knife, and I
Yeah.
don't think he wanted to go up
Yeah.
to the Outlast,
Yeah.
even though he was
Yeah.
losing the hook.
Huh.
Because I sent him when the manual triage came out, I sent him that, and we did the same thing, which is actually great for the duty knives because I just sent them to him, and of course he's not gonna say no. And I've known him for 20 some odd years, so he's not gonna lie to me.
Yeah.
And you know, I know he's smart and trustworthy, and he's in a hard use. Well, he's fire in Phoenix. You know, it's the fifth largest city in the U.S.
Okay.
He's putting it through its paces more so than a lot of other places in the United States.
So they're targeting this more towards EDC. That's why it's smaller, lighter.
I would guess so.
The old Vallation's more of a hard use, actual deployment kind of knife, and we'll follow up on it here in a couple months.
Well, you jump out of a Black Hawk with that, and you jump out of a
Limo.
No, I'm sorry.